Hi, I'm Greg Johnson with ResourcesForLife.com, and this is another installment in a series of videos about how to set up a computer with Windows XP. This is actually part 4 in the series, and this is brought to you by Resources for Life TV. Well, in this segment, you're going to see a number of things about setting up the computer initially, and also we're going to get into the concept of finding those drivers that you need to optimize your sound, your network connection, and your video. One of the challenges you'll notice is you can't get on the internet to get the drivers you need to download those if one of the drivers you need is the network card driver, right? So you're going to need a second computer to do that. Unless you have a disk, usually it's brown or it might be blue, that's Windows XP drivers that come from Dell, for example. It says Resource CD, and that makes it a little bit easier. You can plug that in and it will identify the hardware on your specific computer. But absent of that, you do need to go to Dell's website. So this is going to explain how to do that and how to download those on a memory stick, USB memory stick, or a CD drive so you can get them back to the computer. And then in part 5, we're going to walk through installing those drivers. So I hope you enjoyed part 4. If you have any questions, get in touch through the website, resourcesforlife.com. Thanks! So in this video in the series, we're going to be looking at how to go to Dell's website and get drivers. Their website's always changing. Usually they have these drop downs, home, medium business, public sector, large enterprise, etc. And usually somewhere you can find a technical support link. So here's that. What you want to do is they're going to force you into one of these categories. Let's just go support for home users, whatever. And we want to get to this download drivers and downloads. So I'm going to click on that. And what you want to do to really kind of make things easy is enter in a service tag number that's like the serial number for the computer. And so in this example, I have the computer that I've been using for this series of videos is a Dell, and the serial number, I'm going to check it out here, is YRPLI1. So YRPLI1, and I'm going to type that in, then press go. Oh, and there's a problem, and it wasn't recognized. So I'm going to pause the video, find out what's going on, and well, actually here I can just kind of show you this process, which is you want to look on the bottom of your computer. So here is that number. I'm going to focus in on that here. And it's looking like 8Q56W41. So 8Q56W41, let me type that in. W651, let's see if that works. And the number that came up from before was a number that had automatically been populated as the products. I thought would be the correct number. Anyway, and this isn't working, so let me just go ahead and do change your product. Sorry, this is getting a little tricky because I'm doing the video and holding the computer and a bunch of things, but let me just type this once more. So it's 8Q56W41. 8Q56W41. I think I had those mixed up a little bit. Sorry for the delay there. And now we're going to click on Go. Okay, that's looking more like it. So that looks like the notebook. It's a Latitude D600. And this is the part that gets a little confusing because Dell is going to provide us with a lot of different drivers, and in some cases multiple drivers, multiple communication drivers, and you actually don't need all of this. And look here, multiple drivers for networking, etc. So let me just kind of show you the process of how to figure out what you need. The audio driver we'll definitely need, so I'm just going to say, in this case, add to the download list. The BIOS is helpful, add to the download list. And the chipset, we'll want that. I'm not sure about this O2 driver. Oh yeah, PCMCIe smart card, we'll want that. Connexent would be for the built-in modem. We'll want the driver. We don't need the diagnostic right now. And here's a driver, another Connexent driver. So this is what I was talking about. You know, here two. Oh, I see. The first one's an application. I'm actually going to remove that from here. Okay, now let's go back to the driver results. Sorry for these delays. I guess it's helpful to show you the kind of quirky things you can run into with this. Anyway, we just want from this long list, we really just want the driver. Okay, so I'll click on Add to Download List. And under Diagnostics, I think we'll skip that for now. Glide Pointer Alps driver, let's go ahead and grab that. From network drivers, there is the Broadcom driver for the 570X gigabit integrated controller. And here's something else. I see HTML, we're going to skip that. Here's a utility. Here's a special video driver for the ATI video card. That's kind of important because if you don't have the right driver, even though the video is working, it may not be working as fast as it can. So let's go ahead and click here. I want to look at that driver download list. Okay, that looks good. And now we're going to click on Download Selected Items. And here it's asking us what we want to do. And I think I'll just click on Download. There's also an option to create an ISO image. That would be kind of cool. We could have a CD with all these on it. So anyway, I'm going to pause the video while that downloads and come back in a little bit. Okay, back again, and here's a tip for the Apple user. It downloads some sort of Windows application or something that it doesn't download the files. When you say download selected, it downloads an application that'll help you download the files. So that was just kind of a waste of time. I'm going to go ahead and click on each of these download buttons and choose the, rather than using their download manager, I'm just going to do an HTML download. So that's the first one, and the second one, and the third one here, and just get those all downloaded. And I could have done that from the main list, but now that these are all provided here on this one page, I'll go ahead and do it now. And what I'm going to need to do then is take these downloaded drivers, put them on a memory stick or a CD, and then use those on the Dell notebook to get these different hardware components, the audio, the video, the networking, and the chipset all going properly. So the next clip here is going to be over on the Dell computer. I want to point out something that I'm doing here to make things a little easier. As I'm downloading these files from Dell, they are ending up in my downloads folder with a name that seems relatively nondescript and uninformative. So it's helpful to go ahead then and create a directory like this one's chipset, so you know what driver it is later, and when you're looking for a specific driver for something, you have it there. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that as you're downloading these one by one, in this case, go ahead and have those descriptions.